Yeah, so then I says to him, wrecked him, damn near killed him.
Heyo,
Man,
we're live.
yes.
We're live and we're streaming. Hello, everybody.
What's up?
I hope everyone is well. Eddie and I, it's going to always be random.
Yeah.
I think for all of you who want to watch us super live, you can always go back and watch this forever.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to be around when it's actually, the words are falling out of our mouth like a filet mignon, and you're there to eat it, subscribe to our YouTube channel, because then you get a notification that says when our goofy butts go live. And I'm going to tweet about it right now, too. And then we'll get rolling.
With the black and white.
Back in that hot black and white. Look at us. We look good. I forgot to have my glasses on. Let's just do the whole show and just watch ourselves.
That might be fun.
All right. I'm going to write a tweet right now. Hey, everyone. Come hang. Show is live. All right. Now for the 30 seconds of us clearing our throats before the real show starts.
Yeah. One day we should do like, just for the viewers at home, like beer bong, a couple beers or something.
Before the show. Why don't you just get your beer bong out? I don't have a beer bong, and I'm not going to be the 37-year-old asshole at Home Depot buying tubes and a big red funnel.
We've got to know someone who has a beer bong, right?
You know what I would probably do? Because I feel like you and I are now of an age where we can't do that kind of shit. It's Amazon. There's probably like...
Oh, yeah.
You know, you can
totally
probably like buy a beer bong on Amazon.
We had one in college, and we called it the cum guzzler.
Oh, nice.
Because we're stupid.
I had these photos of Nicole in college doing a wine cooler through a beer bong, and I thought it was so funny. I got these like really weird angles with like her mouth all wide open. I mean, it's amazing that girl stuck with me.
Yeah.
For crying out loud. I was such a dumbass. All right. Let's get rolling.
Let's do this.
Oh, what's up, Shelby? Yeah, I guess people can Chromecast this.
Oh, that's true.
To
wow.
like a TV.
So we're like almost equivalent to like Netflix.
Holler. Yeah, we're like 1080p. Emphasis on the P. Is there 1080p in the Philippines or is it 1080f?
Well, there's no F in the Filipino alphabet, so it's got to be P.
It's got to be P.
Yeah.
All right. Where am I going here? Recording. All right, my man. You ready?
Let's do it.
And thank you, everybody, for watching and hanging out. I'll try to float back here and there and see what's going on. Hey, everyone. Welcome to a brand new episode of Save It for the Show with Dan and Eddie. This is episode 280 of your favorite comedy podcast, where every week Eddie and I sit down, we make each other laugh, we make you laugh. Eddie.
Yes, sir.
It's a V-Day, B-Day show.
Yeah, that's right.
It's V-Day, Valentine's Day.
Yes, not Vagina Day.
Not Vagina Day.
No.
Every day is Vagina Day in my house because I'm a vagina. I don't get my wife's vagina every day. And then B-Day, my birthday.
Yeah.
February 15th, I'm 37 years old.
Old man.
Hella old.
Like, it's kind of like, I don't think we can be friends anymore.
I know, I'm total dad style now.
Yeah.
I've made it.
Sorry, man.
Well, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
I do kind of feel like I'm getting these feelings of, oh my God, what have I done with my life? I've got these 3 fucking kids. Yes, I have a beautiful wife. I've got a cool job. I've got this show. Mm-hmm. But what do I really have?
Yeah.
Like, what do I mean? I just listed like 10 great things. What's wrong with me? Why can't I be happy with what I have?
There's, I can't remember who said it, but there's like a quote where I think it's the true The true meaning of happiness is appreciating what you already have, or
Yeah.
no, wanting what you already have.
Right.
And I mean, obviously I'm happy. I like you. I
Sure.
have going to have three kids.
Right.
Love them. Love my beautiful wife.
Of
But
course.
there's still something, I'm like, watching Shaun White on the fucking Olympics.
Right.
Motherfucker's 31, just got a gold medal. And I'm
I
like,
know.
God damn, man.
Seriously.
Yeah,
I know. Where's our gold medal?
exactly.
You think sometimes like, man, should I pivot here? What am I going to be doing? This is what gets me is when I say to myself, this is cool right now. But what am I going to be doing in 10 years?
Yeah.
And I feel like because of our economy and maybe because of the nature of our jobs, maybe this is the Make America Great Again time, this like fake time that existed where my dad worked at the factory for 30 years. And in a weird way, that almost seems insane.
It's pretty crazy, yeah.
Like, why would you work the same job? You mean to tell me at no point in 30 years did you have another opportunity? Did you just get bored? And did you just say, man, I got to do something different? Like, I think back then that was seen as an amazing feat. And they would give you a pension. They would have to really entice you to stay that long.
Yeah.
But now people are, jump a job once a year, 2-3 years. And so I would often wonder myself, like, when I'm some old ass dude, God bless, I hope I get to retire when I'm 50. That'd be dope. But I probably won't be. Like, what am I going to be doing? Where am I going to be working?
Yeah, I think about that too, and I have no clue.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, oh, it would be nice if I became like a travel writer or some shit like that. You know what I mean? But when the
Right.
fuck is that gonna happen, man?
Yeah.
Yeah, my kids are too young right now.
You're about to have another kid.
That's what I'm saying,
So
man.
you got an 18-month shackle. Let's just say 20.
18 year.
18 years.
Yeah.
And let's just say 20-year shackle is now just dropping onto your chest. You will not be a travel writer for 20 years. And then maybe some people say, hey, I went back to school. I did all this. I don't know. I think Eddie and I are too involved in our goddamn kids' lives
Yeah.
to do something like that. But you should do it.
Should I?
You become a travel writer.
Okay.
You got to travel a little bit more.
Yeah, that's
first of
true.
all.
And you need money to do that, man. So I
Right.
gotta
Right.
start saving or something.
Speaking of jobs,
Yes.
you still have one,
I do. Yeah.
which is great. We got a bunch of emails for people asking for your presentation,
Yeah.
and I immediately said, no.
Sorry,
Listen,
guys.
This is a thing that needs to live on as words.
Yeah. Yeah.
There doesn't need to be evidence. of
Exactly.
that.
And shout out to all my coworkers who started listening to the show.
Yeah.
Gotten some great feedback from them, some subscribers. Everyone's super
Totally.
encouraging. So shout out to you guys. Love you guys.
I mean, I can tell when new people, our show isn't that big. So if we get a bump of 20 listens a day, I see it. Like I can see the graph perk up. And thank you, to all of Eddie's coworkers for perking up the show.
Yes. Thanks,
It's that
guys.
easy. So and Eddie still does have a job. A lot of concerned emails
Okay. Yes.
about you.
So far, still have a job so far.
So far.
Yeah.
So far, so good. And because you mentioned the drunk show, that one got some hits.
Oh, okay.
So please don't mention
Yeah.
the drunk show.
Yeah. Don't even. You should just bleep that out.
I really should be bleeping it out.
It's like Voldemort. You can't say that shit.
Seriously, if I say the first show or the drunk show, those are the last two shows I want people to listen to. And now people are stampeding
Yeah.
to listen to. Hey, you know what I don't want you to do? I don't want you to tell 10 friends about the show. All right, because it's reverse psychology.
Or donate on our Patreon. Don't do that. We don't want that.
Yeah, right. So, V-Day, B-Day.
Yes.
And Valentine's Day is on November 14th. And then my birthday is on the 15th, which God bless my mom for not having me on. I keep saying God bless, like I'm a preacher or something.
Hallelujah that my mom.
It's becoming like a thing. I'm aware of it now. It's like when I was saying dog all the time. All right, I'm working on this. God bless. So thank you to my mom for not having me on Valentine's Day, because that would have been shackling me with a curse.
Was that an option for her? Like she's like, no, you know what? I'm gonna hold it in for a day.
She just keistered it. Like when you have to take a shit real bad. I fell into the second chamber. That's what I always say when I have to take a shit so bad where I feel like it's knocking on the door, and then all of a sudden it goes away.
Yeah.
Like the shit retracted back up into my second chamber.
I don't like that feeling.
No.
I'm like, if I gotta take a shit, I want it to happen.
Right.
And then when it goes away, I'm like, what the? It's like when you're about to sneeze and you don't. It's not
Oh my God.
satisfying.
No, and then if you try to force the poop out after it's already, retreated into its foxhole, that hurts.
Yeah.
You're going to blow something out. I always tell my kids that, you're going to get a hemorrhoid. 'Cause you know me, terrified of those roids.
So speaking of roids,
Yes.
there was a tweet
Okay,
that you
okay.
sent
I
out.
should clarify that.
Yeah. Well, okay. Number one, Sandra, our mother-in-law.
Okay, well, 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
I tweeted, "Hey, the show, we're doing it tomorrow
Mm-hmm.
or something because Eddie has hemorrhoids, can't make the show."
Yeah.
And you're right. So yeah, our mother-in-law.
Our mother-in-law, she texted my wife, who is her daughter, and said, "Hey, what's going on with Eddie? I heard he's in the ER for hemorrhoids or something." And I was like, Kristen told me, I was like, what the
You
fuck?
probably didn't see the tweet.
No. So then I immediately went to Twitter and I looked at
Right.
your personal account.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's nothing on here. Let me check, save it for the show. And there it is. And I'm like, if it
Right.
comes from this account, don't believe it.
I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
Unless we had the blue check mark verified, then when we talk about Eddie's hemorrhoids.
Yes.
It's the real deal. If you did have to go to the ER for hemorrhoids, I'm bringing the equipment. We're live streaming
Yeah.
on location. And then our top Patreon will get your hemorrhoids.
There you go.
Shriveled up on it. It's just disgusting. Okay. So, yes, my birthday falls before Valentine's Day. Thank God. Because I feel like if I was born on Valentine's Day, I would have to be a pimp, a player. I would have to be such a Casanova.
Mm-hmm.
And my nickname would be like Valentino or Cupid.
Yeah.
And which I think really flies in the face because I am an Aquarius.
Okay.
I'm an aquarium. I'm an Aquarius, which is the water bearer, which is a mellow sign. And anyone who's listened to the show, more than once or twice, I don't think I've ever really yelled in the show once. I'm very much my birth sign, even though I don't really subscribe to the notion of what they are. So yeah, my point being, that's not the sign. If you're born on Valentine's Day, you're much more like me. You're not Lothario.
Yeah.
Of the sheets, which I would have had to have been.
Too
and
bad.
then what? Too bad.
So what do you have to be now the day after Valentine's Day?
It's terrible. And I've talked about this on the show where Valentine's Day, when you're in a couple, is about each other and cherishing each other. Or yesterday I said something to my wife because my wife is sick and I'm a little nasally too, if anyone noticed. But I said to my wife, "Oh man, you're sick. So that means we're not going to have any action on Valentine's Day," which was a joke that I shouldn't have made because I'm sort of making fun of her for being sick and saying your sickness is bullshit to me because it's affecting me. I don't care about you and the fact that you're sick and, that's terrible. Me.
Yeah.
And then that B, she said, "Well, Valentine's Day is about romance, not just about fucking." And I said, "True, but where's romance leading to?" I mean, no guy on earth has ever romanced a gal to not have sex with her.
Yeah.
And Valentine's Day to me, especially when you're single or when you're not married, or even when you're married, it's a day of moves that you're doing in order to take your marker and put it closer to the vagina.
Yes.
Like, girl, I woke up early and I brought you a coffee, 5 points. I made you breakfast in bed, 20 points. And guys, I just feel like this is what we're doing. We're trying to accrue points all day long. Until finally at the end of the day, it's like, have I accrued enough points to fuck? Yes, great. If not, here's another birthday card.
What else can I do?
All right, this is a video game to me because I'm a guy and I run my life like a video game.
Is there an extra quest or something?
What is there a cheat code here, girl? And so, but no, my wife wasn't thinking that at all. And so I think, so I like to joke that for Valentine's Day, her present is we don't have to have sex. And then on my birthday, my present is we do have to do it. So we'll see. She's very sick.
Okay.
And in this case, truly bless her heart. I hope she feels better for her own good and not just mine.
Are you above having sex with her while she's sick?
I was taking a drink. I almost got that out. I would have sex dead. You could fuck me when I'm dead, Eddie. When I'm sick, I've been so sick that when my sickness doesn't cancel out the horn, the horniness stays. My poor wife, no way. I feel like there's no way in hell she could be horny enough to fight that over being a fever. But she's going to be like nauseous. And I'm going to be laying on top of her just pounding away her nauseous body.
You don't know if the moaning is her being sick or if she's into it.
Right, that feels like assault. Like having sex with a woman or a man who is so sick that they are going to barf.
Yeah.
No, but for me, hell yeah. Go for it. Do your thing. So she was really mad, and so, but not really mad. And because I got excited because I feel like on your birthday too, if I have sex with my wife, it's all about me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because normally when you have sex with anybody, you want to. It's back and forth.
Yeah,
You know, you get a lot of enjoyment out of their enjoyment.
definitely.
But on your birthday or on a special occasion, it's just all you. Like you don't really have to worry about, okay, I gotta last here. Whew, like, I gotta think about something weird, or I better slow this rhythm down. You can just be cum fucking. It's just two speeds. This speed is just all about just doing it.
Just getting it done.
Getting it done any way that works. And so that's exciting. Hopefully that happens for everybody.
Is that a real term? Cum fucking?
I said that the other day to Nicole.
Okay.
Where we were laughing about something, we were doing it. I was like, yeah, but if we have sex like that, that's like cum fucking. Like, I'm going to come. Like, no matter what. Like, if all of a sudden I'm smelling your hair and I'm feeling you, I'm going to get in trouble for this. And like the noises and everything, like it's too perfect.
Yeah.
Like it drives me too wild. I got to stop. I got to pull back.
Yeah.
Like, this is not going to work. I do not want this to end. Because that's the other thing too. Like, even with cum fucking, where you're just doing it to end it. Mm-hmm. You don't want it to end because then you got to go back to your dumbass life. Like to me, every time I've ever done anything sexual, it's like a moment in time where the internet's off, the TV's off. I have my wife's undivided attention. That's great. I mean, how often does that happen?
Yeah.
It's very sensual, Eddie. I'm a very sensual guy. Cum fucking. I will not make that the title of this episode.
My wife likes to text while we sex.
Oh,
so,
does she?
Yeah.
To me sometimes.
She's like, hey.
She's on Snapchat throwing me, doing faces. Could you imagine? She said he would.
God.
Like, is that Eddie back there? So, yeah, I hope everybody has a great time.
Yeah.
But think about me on the day after, on Thursday, when you're listening to the show.
When you're cum fucking.
Probably won't. Yeah. I'm wondering, too, what my kids will do. Because that's the hard thing when you have children, is then your poor partner, it's on them to sort of rouse the children into doing things for you, including making cards or getting gifts or doing things, just more shit that you got to do until your kids get old. Once your kids get old enough to actually do anything for you, they don't want to.
Yeah.
They're like, fuck you, I'm 18. What am I going to do for you, Dad? And then when they get our age, I'll blow a call into my dad or send him a text. Now, my mom and our mother-in-law, I feel like it's very important that we get them a gift. But my dad, I haven't got my dad a birthday gift in 30 years.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to get that motherfucker?
Exactly.
For real.
He can get whatever he wants.
What would you possibly get your dad?
I don't even, maybe a bottle of liquor? I don't.
But even that, he would want to enjoy with you.
Yeah.
You know what you do? You get them pictures of your goddamn kids.
Yeah.
Because really, what else can you do? And you kind of, like in our house, sometimes we'll hold some good photos hostage. We won't put them on Instagram because I know at Christmas time we can give it to them and be like, look at this exclusive photo that's never been posted anywhere. It hasn't been, overliked on Facebook, whatever. Boom. You guys get it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's what you can get your dad. We're all over. It's my birthday. Thank you, everybody, for listening. We got a bunch of voicemails this week, including a birthday voicemail. Let me play that. We'll play some voicemails, and then we'll do some other stuff.
Cool.
All right, this first one's from Shakita.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's play this one. All right, I don't know how this is going to sound to the chat room. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. Well, the mug looks good on the stream. Just saw that. There it is. All right. Let's see how loud this is.
Hey, Dan. It's Shakita. I'm just calling to wish you a happy birthday. I think this year your birthday falls on a show day, right? So I'm not sure if you're going to be listening to this early or late, but either way, I hope you had a great birthday. Okay? Mwah. Bye.
Ooh. Got that kiss.
No. Snap, son.
So she's right. This is special because it's my birthday on the show day.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I don't think your birthday's ever fallen on a show day, and it hasn't happened in the 5 years we've done the show. So super, super day.
Yeah.
B-Day, V-Day. Let's do another one. Here we go.
Hey, what's up, Dan and Eddie? Big fan of the show, man. Uh, this is Brian calling from Baltimore. Dry guy. I called before. I left a message before, but um, I'm listening to your podcast, and you were talking about a chick calling you at 3:30 in the morning, supposedly by mistake. Man, I'm gonna add a little bit of controversy to that little story. As innocent as you think it might be, I think it's I think that lady, I think Shorty was trying to see if you was down for a booty call, try to play it off as a mistake. She's known you for a few years. She probably had a crush on you, and I guess she, without saying, "Hey, let's fuck," she tried to throw it out there like it was a mistake, like, "Oh, I can hear what you're saying," or something like that, to try to, disguise it, see if you're going to call back and see what's up. Then she's going to try to go from there. I think she tried to slide, try to get in the pants. Dan, you might want to watch yourself. And Eddie, good job on that presentation, man. When you were telling that story, I was dying laughing. Hopefully you don't get fired, and you have to rely on the Patreon to get your residuals. But hey, man, I'm thankful for the show, man. Y'all make me laugh every week, and I hope y'all can hear me because I'm in the truck. I'm at work, but thanks, man.
So much there.
Yeah.
I want to discuss. So first of all, thank you, Brian.
Yeah.
So much. And yes, we could still hear you, but we could hear your truck.
Yes.
Fair enough. Next time, send a message from home or in the bathroom. But okay, I would love more than anything. I would be so flattered if at 3:30 some girl texted me. What did he say? Want to fuck? And so I'm gonna wake up, sneak out, turn the alarm off, kick a dog probably. The other thing too is this woman lives in another city, so I would have to book a flight to see her. Maybe she wanted a little phone sex. I feel like back when I would do stuff like, or we could do a FaceTime. Maybe she wanted to do some like naughty FaceTiming.
You're gonna hide like in the closet underneath your stairs.
Right. Yeah, exactly. I would have to go in the cold garage.
Yeah.
And nobody wants to blow a cold load. And when I like come into my car in like in a Kleenex,
Just a wide open car.
I'm just gonna be sitting in the front seat in the most secret place I can find. And then one of my kids comes in the garage, sees what's going on.
What are you doing, Dad? Trying to kill myself.
That would be less embarrassing. Oh my God, Dad was trying to kill himself in the car. Where's the hose? Aren't you supposed to? I'm not doing a very good job of it. Go inside.
You know what? I love you. I'm not gonna do this.
You did it. You turned me around. So yeah, no. I wish I could say that that's what this gal is doing, but no.
Yeah, I mean, to throw your feelers out there and start off with, I know I can hear what you're saying or something like that.
Right.
Yeah, that's a little too obscure for me to be like, yeah, she wants to get this D.
But to his point, it is a bit of a bait where I could reply, "Whoa, what do you mean?"
Oh, that's true. Yeah, like let me see if he's up first before I start the convo.
Totally. So like
Okay.
on accident, you could say to a girl, "And I'll see you at the store," and you say, "Whoops, what?" And you say, "Oh shit, girl, sorry, meant that for someone else." You up? By the way, I mean, you must be up because you texted me. So true, okay, but no, but it would be great. Would be great. Let's do. We got a voicemail from English Paul, and since he's my favorite, let's play that. Hold on. Should have asked. How do the voicemails come through in there? Sound okay? Jerry or Shelby?
You're never too old to shotgun a beer. Oh,
No, hell
I
no,
will
yeah.
shotgun a beer any day of the week.
Yeah. I told a story once on the show where I shotgunned a beer camping with some gal who I was pretty sure her and her husband wanted to swing with me.
I think I could beat you in a shotgun contest.
Yeah.
Speed wise.
Yes. Oh, you mean like snap?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like-
I meant like beer. I beer bonged.
Oh, okay.
Shotgunning a beer. Yeah. The other day, I was talking about this. I shotgunned like 3 beers. And I
Yeah.
was so hungover the next day. Anyone. All right. I'm moving on. No one's talking back. Hope the voicemails sound okay.
Everyone good? Good. So I was thinking recently back to Download Festival
Oh,
again last
shit.
year, and
I fucked up. There we go. Sorry.
hey guys, how's it going? Everyone good? Good. So
No, fuck. I'm not recording.
hey guys, how's it going?
Yeah.
Everyone good? Good. So I was thinking recently back to Download Festival again last year, and I thought of something that you guys would probably find amusing, which I wanted to share on the show. Now, if you think back to most of the stories that I've told you guys, the witch's kiss, the sicky pissy bin bag, that all happened at various download festivals over the years. So that should give you an idea of what those 5 days are like when you're camping there. And so last year, me and my friend Scott were just hanging around the campsite on the Friday or the Saturday after getting there on the Wednesday. And these two quite attractive girls came over, and they said that their friend was getting married soon. And so, as a present to her, they were trying to see how many photographs of anonymous men's dicks they could collate and give to her as kind of a pornographic collage, I guess. So me and my friend kind of looked at each other and had to politely decline them because, I mean, I'm quite a shy and introverted person anyway, so if that happened just in general life, I would politely decline. But if there's one fucking place where I'm not going to just drop my trousers to a random hot female, it's on the third day of a fucking festival. You're not at peak presentation condition, you know. So I mean, I'm not really asking you guys what you would say because I think I know what most men would say in that position. So yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. I can't say it. Sorry, it doesn't work in a British accent. Taste buds on your dick, though. I'm all about that.
Thank you, Paul. What is it? Pornographic collage. Like, that's a great. Say anything for us.
Yeah.
So, you know what I didn't even realize about these music festivals? You sleep there.
Oh yeah.
And then you just are waking up, watching music, raging all day, sleeping in a tent. I mean, the amount of sex, drugs, and rock and roll that goes down at these events has got to be unheard of.
Yeah.
And so he's right. So after 2-3 days of not showering, showing his dick, like there's probably sweat and dingleberries and, you know, your boy EP is uncut. You know, English Paul is not circumcised. So you got to be taking care of your schmegma ring and stuff. And let's say you do take a picture for a girl flaccid. Do you pull it back? Do you pull the turtleneck back? Do you cock your gun?
That's a good question.
Or do you just let it show? Because to me, when I see an uncircumcised dick and it has like that gonzo nose, like a inside out bugle, you know, like a bugle, the cracker, looking like a manatee, sort of.
A sea cow.
I'm not trying to shame anyone because here I am, ashamed of my own cut penis. But you pull it back, maybe.
Yeah.
You let the head shine.
Well, I mean, why would you take it flaccid? I mean,
That's
if you're
a
gonna
good point.
take a picture, you gotta get the best you can.
There's so much I want to know about this. You're right.
Yeah.
Like, do you say to the girl, I gotta get chubbed up,
Yeah.
tiny bit, and so you like, and then would you take her phone? Because I think that's what you would probably have to do. Just take her phone and take a picture. Because if you took it on your own phone and then texted her, now there's a communication that can then be sort of used against you. And what if you are one of these guys, maybe you've got a big old mole on the side of your dick or a tattoo around your shaft. So, you know, someone could spot you in a lineup like this.
Yeah.
I have a pretty ubiquitous, just white dude dick with black pubes. Nothing crazy. You know, you couldn't really pick me out in a lineup.
Just a basic dick.
Just a basic dick. Just like a good, normal dude dick. And there's nothing weird, or my pubes are just there. You know, I trim them back. I throw like a number 2 guard on, you know,
Nice.
once a quarter, maybe. This week, I might go a little bit extra.
All right.
Because of the V-Day, B-Day.
There you go.
And so, yeah, so I don't blame him.
Yeah.
I don't think I would have done the same thing. Now, also the thing about Paul is he's single. He's not married. He doesn't have any children. And I feel like that is like a slingshot that's just pulled back. Like, who knows what's going to happen? Why not? Fuck it. I'll go skydiving. I'll get this tattoo. Who do I care?
Yeah.
No one's relying on me for their livelihood. That changes everything once you have other people, including maybe a dick pic. So unless you took a dick pic, Paul, because I know you have dreadlocks too, and maybe you put your head down by your dick, so it's like, that's English Paul's
Yeah.
wank.
Maybe he dreads his pubes, man.
Oh my God.
You gotta. Maybe he's like took it, to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, no, fuck, I got dreaded pubes, son.
The carpet matches
The
the drapes, in his case. And so, but I don't blame you at all.
No.
I wouldn't have done it either, even maybe as a single lad, and certainly now I wouldn't.
Yeah, I'm a lot like Paul. Like, I'm introverted.
Right.
I'm kind of shy, so yeah, I would not, in any circumstance, I don't think, pull out my dick and let a stranger take a picture of it.
I completely agree.
But I'll moon anyone any time of the day.
I was gonna say now the ass.
Yeah, all day.
Drop trout. I got, I don't feel like my butt is this photo. I'd rather have a picture of my dick on the internet than my butt. Seriously. I don't know what's right. I don't have like I said, I just have a normal dick.
Yeah.
But I feel like my butt, it's hairy. It's probably got some cellulite on it.
Yeah, I don't have
Pimple.
any hair
It's
on
white
my body.
as hell. I got moles on my butt. Yeah, your butt though. I can imagine your butt. I'm just closing my eyes like I do every night and imagining your soft, perfectly smooth, brown curves of your buttocks, Eddie. I don't have a photogenic ass like that.
I've got what you would call dinner rolls.
Dinner rolls. In my house, we call those tight little buns dinner rolls because that's what we affectionately refer to my children's buns as. Not all my buns,
No.
kids' buns. My daughter's got a flat ass, but my son's got these tiny little dinner rolls, right? I think I had one of my kids on the show once, and we titled that show Dinner Rolls.
I think, yeah. I think I remember that.
Cut,
Yeah.
episode 40 or 50 or something like that. So, yeah, the moral of the story is I would rather take a picture of my schwanzer.
Mm-hmm.
You sounds like your butt. You'd
Oh,
rather
yeah.
your butt. Now,
All
what
day.
if they took a picture of it and you were bent over and there was your balls seen there too? Or your asshole? Like, you would have to really try to strike a pose.
Yeah, I'm not trying to have a gaping
Goatsy.
hole out there,
Right.
dude. I mean,
Well, go big.
just like a nice, like you would see on, a movie,
Right,
like an R-rated movie where they're, the guy's taking a shower or something.
right.
That type of butt shot.
It's Terminator 2, and you were just transformed.
Yes.
And you're standing up in a lightning,
Exactly.
and it's that perfect Arnold ass.
Yeah, I'm
right
not
there.
spread cheeks, man. No.
No, fine. All right, fine. So, yeah, we love voicemails on the show. Clearly, please send us a voicemail if you would like, and maybe we'll play it. You know what we also love, too, I've been mentioning is stories, and people keep sending us in fun things to talk about. And, yeah, right before the show, our boy A-Train delivered on something I felt like you and I could riff on for a minute.
Okay.
Is that Chipotle.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like for years, Chipotle, which is a Mexican food restaurant here in America, was sort of like the highest of high quick service restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
The best Mexican fast food you could buy was Chipotle because it was fresher, it was a little more expensive. They had whatever, organic. They were very good at this message.
Yeah.
And it made people feel healthy. Kind of like how advertising makes you feel kind of okay when you eat a Snickers. Or kind of okay when you eat those Sun Chips.
Yeah.
I love those Sun Chips. But Chipotle had that same notion of, hey, if you're going to eat fast food, Subway tries.
Yeah.
And then you go into a Subway, and it's like walking into the bar in Star Wars with the aliens. What's that stupid bar called on Tatooine?
Yeah.
I
I
think.
can't remember.
It's disgusting. And you look over the sneeze guard, and the lunch meat is pre-cut, pre-packaged, pre-sliced. It's been touched by 20 people before it goes into your mouth. And the produce is weird. Plus, the people working there are just, they don't want to work there. and I'm sorry that they have to. Nobody So, anyways, Chipotle, though, they're fired up. They're happy to see you. You read a story online, like at In-N-Out, they probably make $200,000 a year.
Yeah.
Something ridiculous. There's a guy in the back on the grill, and he's grilling, and they're making food right there. You think, wow, this is great. However, 2 years ago, they got hit with an E. coli outbreak. And I remember reading articles that some people thought it was a hit.
Yeah.
Where people went in there, an inside job, because they were on such a high, and Chipotle was so popular that a competitor would do something. Maybe your Qdoba, maybe your Baja Fresh tried to take them down, or maybe not even in the Mexican chain, In-N-Out. Who knows? So, dude, after that, though, they tanked.
Yeah.
Like, they went so far downhill. They were doing all this stuff. And now I feel like they've done their most desperate thing yet. they just hired the CEO of Taco Bell. The CEO of Taco Bell is now going to be the CEO of Chipotle.
What?
I know. Because
Why?
Taco Bell, on paper, has just exploded. Like the past 7 years for Taco Bell, between all their stunts, the Doritos Locos Taco, the taco that was made out of chicken. The fucking chicken was the shell.
Yeah.
Like they're doing all these Frankenstein food things, which a Chipotle would never do. For them, stepping out was adding like a tofu option
Yeah.
on the menu.
Sofrito?
Sofritas. And so, which are pretty good, by the way.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah. So anyhow, now you're going to have this guy running it, and I really wonder what it's going to do to Chipotle's advertising, which I always felt like was really on point.
Yeah.
Their whole brand was great, their packaging. But now that they have this dude who apparently is known for going crazy, taking risks, outlandish stunts and stuff like that, and I felt kind of sad. Like, damn, that's what they got to deal with.
What happened to their original CEO?
He stepped down.
Oh, he stepped down. Okay.
Yeah, and he's kind of a weirdo. Like, did you ever watch that show? He did a reality show where it was about like the America's Next food chain. Like he's got
That
something
sounds
about him.
familiar. Okay.
Like there's a thing about him. So like a good CEO, he's stepping down. Like, you know what? I'm the coach of this team. We're not winning. I'm gonna step down instead of just even being crazy or something like that. So good for him. But excuse me. All I want to know is now who's running Taco Bell?
Yeah.
And you got the CEO of Del Taco standing over here like, what about me? What about me, guys? But why would they not get maybe the CEO of, I don't know, Coke? And how much is this guy making? How much money do you make to be the CEO
Oh my God, yeah.
of Chipotle? 500 grand? 700 grand?
I feel-
plus stock?
I would say at least $1 million.
Yeah, you're right. A cool meal.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
Could you imagine that you're at that level and when you're getting headhunted for a job like that, maybe even like negotiating that thing would be such a big deal?
Yeah.
Anyhow, thank you for the story. I still love Chipotle, and I go there as often as I can. It's pricey, though. A little pricey
A little bit.
for me.
But I mean, they give you a ton of food.
They really do.
So, and it's good. What are you going to do?
Well, you know what I like to do, too? Here's my let me give you a tip, Bubby, is you get the burrito, and then, like the people that haven't heard and seen every scam, and you get the burrito, and you say, okay, I'll have a burrito, please. And they say, black or brown or white rice? And you say brown. And they put it on there. And then you can say, can I have a little bit more? And they say, sure. And then they say, black or pinto? And you say, I like black beans, but can I have a double scoop? And then they go, and they drop a double scoop of beans in there, and they don't charge you for it.
Okay.
And then you get your meat, and then you do the rest of it. And then by the end, the burrito looks like a child. I mean, the burrito is so large that no human on earth should eat that alone. So you cut it in half, and you share it with your loved one. Like I do.
For Valentine's Day.
For Valentine's Day. And then hopefully you get to go home and come fuck. Or you take half that burrito and eat it tomorrow
There you go.
for breakfast or for lunch. So there's a tip for you guys. All right. Let's do some questions.
Yeah.
I've gotten so many lately. It's a V-Day, B-Day show. Let's involve some people, and we'll go from there. Ooh.
You got questions? You got questions? We got answers. We got answers.
Like I said, we love questions on the show, and you can get at us, savefortheshow.com/contact. You can be anonymous. You can tweet at us at SIFTShow on Snapchat, also at SIFTShow. Lots of ways to say hello. Oh, I asked for Valentine's Day questions and some stuff like that, so we got a couple of those. Hey, Dan and Eddie, I have a real treat. You guys will love that I have a real treat you will love because you're so into porn, stats, and all the background info. It's a podcast called Unfiltered by Holly Randall. She's doing interviews with porn stars, directors, scriptwriters in a really funny way and revealing a lot of insider information. I just listened to number 3 with Mike Quasar, and it's hilarious. Have fun, and PGW, longtime listener Catherine from Austria.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so major shout out to Austria.
Yeah.
And I didn't listen to the show, but I looked it up and it does sound funny. But I don't know if I'll listen to it
Yeah.
because part of me also like we're doing as we live stream the show and ruin the mystique that you and I think people thought you and I were way uglier. So we've gotten a lot of that, which I take as a serious compliment.
Yeah, thank you.
That anyone says that you and I are handsome. But maybe listening to all this about porn, but it's also kind of like what's happening with the Olympics right now, where there were all these really great stories about North Korea. And I wanted to be really happy, like, oh, cool, you know what? They got that cool cheering section. And yeah, man, they're really trying to be diplomatic. But then I wonder how much of it is fake, and I get really cynical.
Yeah.
And for years, all we did was say how we hated North Korea. And now all of a sudden, because they have like cute cheerleaders, we're just letting it all slide. Like all the calamities they do, and the nuclear war, and the slavery, and just the terrible stuff.
Yeah.
They've got some cute girls, and they're singing Bruno Mars, and America's forgiven them.
Well, you can't blame the people of North Korea because they're under a dictatorship.
Of course.
Yeah, so good for those people, you know, trying
Right.
to show that they're just regular people and they want to be
Right.
included.
But are they? I feel like these people are there under a pretense. They're probably told, look, motherfucker,
Yeah.
you're here and you're cheering, and if you're not, don't even bother coming home because your house is gone.
Yeah.
And your family's dead. You know? And people gave Mike Pence a lot of flack because he seemed like a real petty bitch because he didn't stand or didn't wave or didn't say hello to someone from North Korea. But you know what? This is a guy who is a petty bitch.
Yeah.
And that's why he's successful being a politician, because he hates those people. He hates North Koreans. He probably hates all Koreans. He probably hates all Asian
Yeah.
people. So of course he's there, and he's not going to give him the time of day. And people thought he was a prick. But then, like I said, on the other hand, I'm so confused. I thought, like, we're supposed to be friends, but we're not. Who knows what's really going on? So that's the point. This is the point of this porno podcast. It's sometimes I don't want to look too deeply into something because it gets confusing, or there really is sort of like a sad angle to porn that I get worried about.
And yeah, I don't want to know porn stars on a personal level. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to know what they do day to day.
Because that humanizes them, Eddie. Then you feel bad watching them get destroyed. You're a piece of shit. And so am I, and so is everyone. So it should be required listening. If you're going to watch porno, you need to get to know the girls. Fuck the guys. The guys are just lucky to be there.
Yeah.
But those poor women, we need to get to know them a little better. But thank you, though, either way, Catherine. Really appreciate it. Hey, guys, for Valentine's Day, I'm dying to get my girl to try anal. Any tips on what I can do to help her get on the brown team? AGW, ASW, which I think he meant ass got wet.
Yeah.
Robert. So we talked about this on the show a handful of times. Remember one time I had, back when I thought, you know what I can do to make the show popular? I'm going to have other podcasters on. And nearly every podcaster gives that as their best advice to grow your show. Go on other podcasts and have other podcasters on your Fuck, no. Like, people reach out to us all the time about wanting to be on our show. I'm like, dude, do you even listen to the show?
Yeah.
Like, all of a sudden I'm going to have some podcaster on here just so I can go on your show. How many listeners does your show have? 100,000? Sold. But
You
no.
can have my show, actually.
Just gobble us up.
There you go.
God damn it. So I get it, though, because you think, hey, you like this guy's show, come on my show, get your new listeners. None of that even really works. It really doesn't. So I had this guy on. He's got a really popular podcast. What the fuck's it called? Something about charm. Charm School? The Art of Charm.
Okay.
And it's a really popular podcast. And I thought, this is great. I'll have this jackass on. And he's got this huge podcast. He'll tweet about it. Something will happen. Even if we get 10 new listeners, great. And he came on, and the interview was so boring, which is probably on me. Because back then, I wasn't very good at doing interviews. Not that I'm that much better now. But somebody wrote in a question about anal. And I asked him about it, and he totally didn't even talk about it. I was like, dude, I thought you did like a sex show or something. So we've talked about it on the show a handful of times, but I don't really have any major tips.
Yeah.
It's not something that's like at the top of the list in my house. And I would say, a lot of people would say, get drunk or do anything like that. No, like, don't plan on it. Start slow. You know, like, go to eat your girl's ass first. Like, let's get something going here first before you try to go full bore.
Yeah,
But
throw a
take your
finger in
time.
there or something.
Finger.
I feel though, like, also don't start the conversation like the day before or the day of Valentine's Day. Like,
Yes.
you need to start this like months in advance,
Right.
and get the wheels moving before you. Yeah.
And maybe it's one of those things that's just better left as a secret and a mystery. If your girl's never done it and thinks it's crazy, just leave it alone.
Yeah.
Like, because but maybe she'll love it. And then what? Then you got to be concerned. Like, I want to have sex in your vagina tonight. No, it's butt only for now, buddy. You wanted this. You bothered me for months to have sex in the ass, and now it's the only way I want it. Not that that's ever happened to me.
That sounds convincing.
No, I know, right? Let's see. Well, what's the best Valentine's gift you guys have ever given or gotten? So what's like the most romantic gesture that you've ever done in your life, Eddie? Can you think of anything?
For Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
Not really. I mean, yeah, not really. My wife and I don't really celebrate it big.
Right.
And my wife is, she's pretty frugal, so she
Sure.
would, rather not spend the money.
Right.
Yeah, I can't really think of anything good.
I had a really hard time too. And my wife has been very good about it because a lot of times, jokingly, like I said, she'll wrap my birthday up with Valentine's Day. So it'd be like, let's do one great weekend. And one time she surprised me. We went to like a spa and stuff like that. She's great. She's an amazing gift giver. I'm trash.
Yeah.
And I'm garbage. But my best advice that I can give to somebody is find a local candy store or something. Like here in Sacramento, we have a chocolate shop called Ginger Elizabeth. And it's great and it's local. And every year I get my wife chocolate from there. And it's easy. So easy because now I have a thing. So my recommendation is get a tradition that both of you guys really like. And then you can just do it. You don't have to think about it, man.
It's that easy, guys.
And see, then what happens is it gets reversed where at first it might seem kind of annoying, like, oh, geez, you give me the same chocolate every year. But then if you don't do it, you're seen as like it's a bad thing. So that's where you want to be in that sweet spot where it's appreciated. And if you fucked up, you would get in trouble. It's hard to get there, but you get there and it's good. That's where I'm at right now.
Okay.
Like my wife, she's almost forgotten about it too. Like this isn't like a 10-year thing. This is probably the 3rd or 4th year. And enough time's gone by where she's probably thinking, I wonder if he got me those chocolates again. Well, guess what? I'm tapping my desk. They're in my desk, Eddie. Don't tell her.
I'm going to take those and give them to my wife.
You need some, dog?
I'm good.
I'll just break them in half and you can take it. So do something like that because your girl deserves it. Also, don't be one of these extravagant assholes who only is nice once a year.
Yeah.
You got to take care of your partner year long. And unless you somehow have one of these people who only wants you to be nice to them once a year, then you chose right.
Today, because it's Valentine's Day, I will not beat you.
I will not beat you. We'll go out to dinner where you want. And
you won't have to cook tonight.
You won't have to cook tonight. Oh, thank God.
You're welcome.
Let's do a couple more here. Yeah, thank you for everybody else who sent questions. Let's do some general questions, and then we'll call it a night. Hey, Dan and Eddie, I just finished listening to the episode Hitler Dick, and the whole part about the Green Burial made me think of my mom and dad, who passed away in 2014 and 2015, respectively. Why did we call that show Hitler Dick? I think we were wondering if he had a big dick.
Okay.
And then we talked a lot about historical dicks.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
And that George Washington probably had a huge dick. He goes on to say, so all of us were of the opinion that nobody deserves a huge monument dedicated to themselves, no statues, and nothing that one human does on this earth warrants such a thing. Mom and dad were both cremated. Time out. This person is referring to their parents as mom and dad, which is a huge pet peeve of mine. Not my mom. My mom and dad? Or your mom and dad? And sorry about your parents dying too. Nothing. Mom and dad were both cremated, and per their wishes were spread at the beach. Of course, us being the hicks we are, we can't be buying any expensive urns or anything, and certainly can't be applying for proper permits to spread ashes in the ocean. There's a lot of unnecessary red tape. So pause real fast. This person's right though. Like if you're cremated and you're put in a box, and then your ashes are strewn about, what do you do with the box? Like, do you keep it because there's still some smoky essence in there? Or do you throw it out? Or do you keep that on your mantle as sort of a symbol of your dead
Yeah, that's a good question.
Okay, I don't know, but you're right. I want a dope ass Oriental urn of my ashes that my kids just have to, like a paint object, lug around for years, and I don't want a lid on it. I just want my ashes just there.
And it should be in your will, like they have to carry it around everywhere they go.
Right, exactly. And this person's right about the warrants, the permits, because it's a human's body with stuff. It's not ashes like if you burn a tree. You know, it's like a matter that you need a permit in order to put human ashes
But like,
to places.
who the fuck's gonna know, man?
No one's going to know.
The
Of course
ocean
not.
is gigantic.
Right. You call the forest ranger and you say, excuse me, my mother passed away and her wish was to be her ashes strewn about on the beach. Can I get a permit? The guy would say, look, nerd. Okay, you're the one person a year who calls here asking for a permit. Just go and do it, man.
No one's watching, bro.
No one's going to care. Put a brown paper bag around the urn, and people will think you're shaking out a can of sand or something.
40 ounce.
40. I heard a story once that somebody in a casino, their parents loved, I don't know, the Bellagio.
Mm-hmm.
And when they died, their wishes were to be put their ashes in the Bellagio or something.
Mm-hmm.
And so this person went to the Bellagio, and of course they said no, because they asked, which is insane. And instead, this idiot dumped the ashes out in the hotel room in like a plant. And then the maid went in there and saw a huge amount of ashes in the plant and said, what is this? They knew it was that person. And then, they had like fumigate the room or something because it's human remains. So, okay. Story goes on. Da, 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 da. Okay. So my dad went out in one of those dollar store beach sand pails, and my mom went out in a Pringles can, meaning that's what they had the ashes in. His dad was in a beach pail, and his mom was in a Pringles can, which your mom must have been very tiny because I feel like an entire human body in one little Pringles can. Damn, that seems pretty small. And not to be all mushy, but hey, can you think of a better, bigger monument than the ocean? Maybe I'll have one of those sky burials and let the buzzards pick at me and eat me and then ship me all over the countrysides. Who knows? He could call himself your Maine Coon, Kevin. And I think that's a play on my old cat, Jack, being a Maine Coon.
Okay.
I don't know. Okay. So put something in front of me. I'll read it on the internet, apparently. But yeah, this is true, though. It would be pretty dope to know that your ashes were spread in an ocean. Then you can go there and have a moment with your parents. And it's a good story, too, clearly, that you guys probably laugh about your folks when you get together. So thank you for sharing it. Let's see, what time is it? Let's do one more, and then we'll get out of here. Hey, dudes. Coconut oil, PGW, DGH, 36. Pause. So this man masturbates with coconut oil.
Yes.
Which seems like a lot of work. I don't want to towel off or have to rinse off.
Yeah, I mean, and coconut oil is like thick.
It can be.
Right?
Well, I mean, if it's heated up to like I have a thing of coconut oil in my kitchen that I cook with, and during the winter it's solid. Yeah. And during the summer it's watery. Okay. So it can be melted.
Okay. I just imagine him it's basically Vaseline, I guess.
It's not nearly as water repellent. Okay. But it definitely is. So anyhow, but still, I mean, well, you know what? Why not? You jerk off with coconut oil, and then you just let that coconut oil soak into your super soft cock. Yeah. And your girl says, "Damn, boy, what you been moisturizing this cock with?
That shit smells good.
It smells like a tropical stir fry down there.
Pina colada."
That's what English Paul should have done.
Had
some coconut oil on his dick for the festival. But yeah, so coconut oil, pussy got wet. What's DGH?
Yeah, I don't know.
Dry guy hand? Dry guy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Can't even remember our own things. But that's not a dry guy. It's coconut oil.
Yeah, moist man.
Moist man. Total moist man. 36. A few months ago, there was a lot of talk about how to keep a clean butthole, and I wanted to share my secret to a clean butthole. eBay bidet. That's my secret. It was like $40 and the best money I've ever spent. Ask anyone. I have the cleanest butthole in Denver. P.S. Dan, are you still smashing with a condom? You gotta pull out and report back, bruh. You don't know what you're missing. Coming in the puss is for Mormons and high school students. Coming in the puss? Oh, I gotta pull out. Okay, I see. Coming in the puss is for Mormons and high school students? What? Let me finish this letter. PPS, Please no more hot takes from Tech Douche Chase. Rude.
Oh, fighting words.
All right, let's start at the bidet. I Googled it. I looked into it.
Okay.
And this person is right. For $40, you can get a bidet, which incredibly easily hooks up to your toilet. This is the kind of thing that I think I used to be afraid of before I did it. Toilets, it's just a pipe.
Yeah.
And the water thing, it just snaps on there. You can totally install this thing yourself. You don't need a plumber to install one of these dumb, corny bidets. And it goes on there, and it shoots up your ass. I say more power to this guy.
Oh, yeah.
However, it's cold. I don't think there's a heater.
Yeah, well, I've actually
this.
looked into this
Yeah?
because I listened to another podcast and they were talking about bidets, and I was like, you know what, that sounds awesome.
Tell me more.
And they have one for I think like around $80 or $90, but it's heated, and you can set the temperature to wherever
How?
you want.
Does it have to be plugged in?
I think it's battery operated.
I was going to say
Like
a plug would be dangerous.
Yeah.
It gets electrocuted.
Yeah.
So batteries are in there that heat up the water. That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
And that
But
sounds
it's
great.
yeah, it sounds amazing.
Maybe that's the product that the show should have. Dan and Eddie's bidet.
Bidet, okay.
It's bidet. Bidet, mate. So
That's the slogan.
that's the slogan. I agree. I really should get one of these. I feel like my kids would just play with it.
Yeah.
You know.
Water fountain style.
Seriously, exactly. There was a bidet at a house we rented once, and one of my sons turned it on and like scorched his balls because he put the hot water on and like an idiot instead of touching it because he like hovered over it all scared. Because who wants to use a bidet at a rental house?
Yeah.
People probably fucking on that thing.
You know
Who
what's
knows?
weird about built-in bidets is that there's no like seat.
Right.
It's just like the toilet without the seat, and it
Right.
shoots water up. Like, are
Right.
you don't sit down on it then, right? Do you
I
just
guess
squat
not.
over it? I don't.
You just hang.
Yeah, I don't
You
know.
just let your asshole and the poop crumbs just fall into that thing.
That seems like
Yeah,
a little dirty, like a
Kinda
lot of
does.
splash.
A lot of splash. So, okay, fine. Get a bidet, though. They do seem good. And no, I'm not. I don't have sex with a condom. I don't know if I ever said that on the show. I think maybe I joked that sometimes I would tell my wife, because she'd be like, I don't want to have to get full of cum
Yeah.
tonight. And I say, I'll wear a condom. Whatever, please. Because, no, I don't pull out. No, thanks. I want to finish. I don't want to finish with my hand. I guess my girl could finish me off. This is gross. I'm not talking about this, okay? Don't bring up gross stuff. Yeah. Okay, fine.
Hold on, the whole coming in the push is for Mormons and high school students.
I guess Mormons to have kids, and high school students because they're stupid.
I
and
mean,
don't wear a condom.
I would think they are the ones pulling out the most.
I would think so.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm too old now.
They have the most to lose.
Yeah.
Speaking of high school students and sex, have you seen the movie Lady Bird?
No, I haven't.
God, I'm so disappointed with it,
Oh, really?
dude. And maybe this is because the hype on it is deafening. I need to Google around to see if there's other hot takes
Yeah.
like I'm about to have on this movie. And yes, it's in Sacramento.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, there's the Tower Bridge, and they eat at lunch at Ernesto's and shit.
Oh, okay.
And they walk in the Fab 40s, and they drop in all this stuff. But it feels like a high school movie, like an indie movie. I'm really struggling to figure out like what people are just losing their mind over.
Yeah. Wasn't it up for Oscars and shit?
Yeah, and the girl who plays Lady Bird is really good in it,
Mhm.
especially because she's like Irish.
Yeah.
And she's playing like an American teen perfectly, which is incredible, even though she did grow up in New York, I guess. Whatever. Tell me I'm an idiot. I do have like 10 minutes left, so maybe in the next 10 minutes something insane happens.
Yeah.
But man, maybe I am getting old, dude. Just don't get it. Just don't get it. But I'll tell you what was great was Get Out.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh yeah.
God, I'm so behind the times. We should go see Black Panther, though.
Oh yeah.
I like how going to see Black Panther is like sticking it to the man right now, too. So I can't wait to see that. No more questions, Eddie. It's time to get out of here. We're getting crazy. Let's do a real treat, and we'll call it a night.
All right.
I'm not going to see Black Panther. Are you crazy? I can never go see movies.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. So you and I should go on a man date.
It's gonna be a while for me. I got a pregnant wife.
That's true, yeah. You need to tell her, look, babe, I need a break before the big break.
Sow my wild oats.
Yes, by going to see Black Panther with Dan.
And maybe grabbing a beer.
Mm-mm. Definitely not grabbing a beer. Yes, Jerry said DJ Khaled probably jerks off with coconut oil. Nick looked up the Taco Bell CEO took home $6 million, 2.5 in salary, and the rest is in stock.
Oh wow.
And the CEO of Yum Yum, who owns Taco Bell, took home $15 million. Yeah, because I think Yum Yum also owns Pizza Hut.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't McDonald's own Chipotle?
Do they?
Or maybe Qdoba. I think they might own Qdoba.
Ugh, it's so incestuous. I'm like, Coke owns Vitamin Water.
Yeah.
Coke also owns Powerade.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, all right. Very interesting. Where's our advertising podcast, Eddie? It's never a real treat.
It's that time again. Come on. If it's Bailey's in your coffee or it's beating your meat, come on, Dan and Eddie, tell me what's the real treat.
Eddie, what is your real treat this week?
It's another Instagram account. And it's called Nature is Metal.
Okay.
Have you heard of it?
I have not.
If you don't like animal on animal violence, don't check it out. But if you're into like crazy nature videos, yeah, they've got some pretty crazy stuff on there.
Wow.
There's like a video of like these eagles or hawks or something, and they go and grab like mountain goats.
Jesus.
And pull them off the cliff and just let them drop to their death and then go eat them.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's crazy. There's another video where these like antelope are trying to cross the river, and you see like 50 yards away, like 20 crocodiles just hauling ass trying to get to them, and then all of a sudden like, they're all just all taken out. And it's just crazy stuff like that.
I mean, so it's all usually them dying though.
Mostly, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
it's
okay.
Mother Nature at its worst.
All right. Well, I will follow it. I follow everything you tell me. Hood
clips.
hood clips,
Yeah.
kook slams, all those things that you tell me to follow. Because I do like when you curate a feed. I almost wish I could have my personal feed. And I think Snapchat is trying to do this right now because the Snapchat update is just a nightmare.
Yeah.
Man, I can't believe how bad they missed the mark. Everybody thinks it's shitty. Even like armchair UX people who are like, well, the user experience of this application is bullshit. It is. They completely ruined everything. They changed everything that made it good. But some of the celebrities I follow, they're not in my feed anymore. They're in like the Discover tab.
Yeah.
All it's making me is watch them less.
Yeah, exactly.
Because peppered throughout that is bullshit stories.
Yeah.
From news magazines that I've never even heard of. I used to like to watch Comedy Central's Discover stuff. And I had a wish that you and I would one day be making cute little videos for that. They cashed it out because nobody was watching it because no one's watching these things.
Yeah.
Instagram, I actually do kind of wish that there was a feed for my stories of my friends. And God, I wish I could unfollow some people from the story. Keep your ass in my feed.
Yeah.
But man, I don't want to see your story. And then sometimes it would be nice to have more of like a news stories of stuff. Because I've noticed that a lot of these videos now, Kook Slams and whoever, they're putting things in the story now. Because I feel like that's what I look at 80% of the time now.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even want to swipe. I can't do this anymore, up and down. I just press the button once and I sit there and I just watch it from story to story. I can swipe left to right, but up and down is bad.
That's bullshit. That's old school.
It's so old school. And I'm a prick too. I don't like anyone's photos.
I don't either. I'm very stingy with my likes.
It's not even about being stingy. I just don't care.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Yeah.
Who cares?
And then like if I do like someone's thing, then I'm like, man, then I gotta like everyone else's that I'm looking at because you can see like your friends if they liked the same post or whatever.
Right.
So,
you see their name there.
Yeah.
And what if all of a sudden I hadn't liked someone's photo in weeks, and all of a sudden she's on the beach. And I think like, oh, good for her. She's having a great time, and I like it. And as I like it, I'm realizing, damn, she's like, I just liked a bikini photo. From a girl, and she's gonna see at Dan the Beast liked your photo, and she's like, huh.
That's
Dan
like
hasn't liked one of my photos in a year, and this is the one he likes.
That's like sending a text at 3 a.m. saying,
It kind of is.
I can hear what you're saying.
Eddie, it kind of is. So I just don't like anything.
Yeah.
It takes too much effort to double tap on things. So I think what I do like though is on Instagram, it'll show you the scene. Like I might post a photo on Instagram and get 30 likes, but the story gets 200 views because they're held hostage and they have to see it. Whatever. Oh, this is probably boring. So what the fuck were we talking about? Oh yeah, you like one, a new one.
Nature is metal.
Nature is metal.
Yeah.
Okay. My real treat, I talked about it last week and I'm resurrecting it. I got the Cody working.
Oh, okay.
I did it this time and I didn't choose the XXX
And it worked?
And it worked.
So that's what it was?
No, I didn't choose it again. I did the exact
Oh, you didn't
same
choose it.
thing,
Okay.
and this time it worked. And
Okay.
man, it is so buggy.
Oh, is it?
Like, it's taking a device that's real and it's hacking it and putting this software on it, so it's so slow. You're navigating through these menus. You find these streams. I mean, it took me 25 minutes to find Ladybird.
Oh, okay.
Having to search, and it's the nice thing about your phone being your device on Netflix and stuff. You can just type in Ladybird. This is a remote that I have to go like click, 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 click L, click, 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 click A, and you're moving like a cursor like you do on a video game. It's a nightmare, but I still found it, and I still watched it. And the other movie I watched and found was Forrest Gump,
Oh, okay.
and it totally held up.
Oh, yeah, man.
When was the last time you saw Forrest Gump?
Probably like 3 or 4 years ago.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that. And was it on TBS?
I can't
Or
even. It
something.
might have been on at like work or something like that when I was at an agency.
It's good, and there's so much in it you forget. There's tons of corny parts too. I mean, the movie's from 1994, and this is when Tom Hanks was on fire. He was in like Philadelphia, Castaway, Forrest Gump, and just every year the guy had out like a career-defining movie. And in this one, he's super good. He seems hella young. And I forgot who Jenny was. Is Frank Underwood's wife?
Oh, okay.
God, what's her name? Wright, Robin Wright.
Yeah.
Is Jenny in it, and she's amazing in it.
Yeah.
Kind of a bitch. I mean,
A little bit.
I want to just put that out there that, Forrest, he's out there making a shrimping empire. He's a war hero, a ping pong star, doing all this amazing stuff. Dude only fucks Jenny one time. Dude gets his dick wet once. Gets her pregnant. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
And am I dropping Forrest Gump spoilers? I mean, the movie's 28 years old.
You asshole.
or something.
We just lost a bunch of listeners.
I'm sorry. But all she's doing is running around doing drugs, experimenting, living life.
Getting AIDS.
No, hold on. Does she have AIDS?
HIV, I thought, right?
But how does Forrest get her pregnant? And how does she have a baby and then get AIDS? And why doesn't Forrest have that AIDS?
You don't automatically get AIDS if you have sex with someone that has AIDS.
I know, but still. And I think the movie, when she died, it's in like the mid-'80s or something. Was AIDS still not a thing then?
Yeah.
I don't know. Look, I don't know what she did. She died. Forrest takes over his kid, the whole thing. And I'm just saying, she could have been a little nicer to Forrest.
Yeah.
He loved her. And that end scene. So I did watch it with my son, Evan, who's 11. He enjoyed it. There's an end scene. I remember seeing this movie in the theater with my parents, crying my eyes out. And it's that end scene when he's standing at her grave, and Tom Hanks' character's crying, and he's like, "He's such a smart boy, Jenny." And I'm upstairs watching this movie, and I'm just crying, and it felt good.
Yeah.
To grown man cry at Forrest Gump.
That's hilarious.
So watch it.
I listened to a podcast like years ago, and they were talking about Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
And they were saying like, what if it was a Kaiser Soze situation where all the stories he was telling, he was getting details from his surroundings.
Right.
And they like went through the entire
Whoa.
movie, and they were like, yeah, if you remember this scene, he talks about JFK, and look at the bus, and there's like a JFK thing or something like that.
Okay.
And it's pretty crazy, like how that could be a theory.
Like because the entire movie is just him talking.
Yeah.
At a bus stop. So all these stories could be lies.
Yeah.
Shut your mouth. What you talk about? But you're right. It could be.
Yeah.
Totally could be. He does seem to have a lot of money. But those are lies too.
Yeah.
You know who else is in it? Is Sally Field.
That's right.
And, great.
Banging the doctor, right?
Yes. Oh, that was a great scene. She fucked Forrest's teacher in order to get him into school. And so, that wasn't as bad as having to teach my son about masturbating because of Swiss Army Man. But, he teach him. I didn't mean, explain.
Did he cry at the end, or was it
He
just
got
you?
some tears.
He did. Okay.
Yeah.
There was like last weekend or something. We watched Coco again.
Okay.
I downloaded it,
Whoosh.
but totally bawled my eyes out
Did
again,
you?
dude. Yeah.
I
was
need
like,
to watch it again.
I'm like, I know what's gonna happen. I'm not
Right.
gonna cry. Nope. Blubbering like a baby.
Aw, Eddie. We're so romantic here. Okay, look. Show's over. Thank you, everybody, for listening. A special shout-out to anyone in the live stream chat. You could subscribe to our YouTube channel if you also want to be. Smash that subscribe button. fuck, kill me. Put a noose around my neck if I ever tell someone to smash that subscribe button. We're the new Logan Pauls.
Oh,
You know,
God.
his dumb ass got tossed off YouTube.
Yeah.
We're taking over the throne. He was making $1 million a month.
Dude, fuck that guy.
$1 million a month, and even he couldn't just figure it out.
Yeah.
And ride that train and not be a garbage person. So anyhow, fine. We're the new Logan Pauls. Okay, you're Logan. I'm Paul, and that's that. You can have top billing. You're Logan.
Oh, perfect.
Okay. The show's over. But yeah, subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us. Do whatever. Write us a review. The store, you can still get some stuff on there if you'd like. And that's it. So for this week, Amanda Hug and Kiss, this episode is a deep one. It's from episode 149, and he titled it PGW. So maybe it's when we talk about the humble beginnings of Pussy Got Wet on the show. And the song is Best Friends by the band Death by Ung. And that's it. So otherwise, this has been episode 280 of Save for the Show with Dan and Eddie. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next week.
See you.
All right. Yeah, I don't think DJ Khaled jerks off with oil. I bet he uses, he's always talking like coconut butter. He talks about
cocoa butter.
Cocoa butter, yeah.
Yeah.
I unfollowed that guy, and it was the best decision I ever made. He just was taking up too much of my mind space.
Yeah.
Like, you don't realize that when you are like watching someone else's life. You're not living their life, but it kind of feels like it. Like, damn, you know, me and Khaled, what's he having for breakfast today? Oh shit, there's his kid, there's his shoes, it's like, this is not your life, man.
Yeah.
And it really kind of fucked me up. And when I unfollowed him, it felt great.
Did you have like any withdrawals? You're like, man,
No.
I wonder what DJ Khaled would say right now.
No, he'd say major key or something like that.
Another one.
Seriously. All right, that's funny. Too bad it's on the show. Save for the show. The live stream's ruining the regular podcast.
God damn it.
All right, fine. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
For watching and listening. And yeah, we'll see you.
Peace.